A lot of you really like the video where I explain why selfies make you look ugly. And guess what? A lot of people use selfies as their profile picture. Hey, it's John Bear. So happy to see your beautiful face, and today I'm gonna help you make your face even more beautiful. I'm gonna teach you to take a proper profile picture, one that looks professional, that makes people want to reach out to you, text you and say, wow. You never know, you might be missing a lot of opportunity by having a not great profile picture. If you're new here, I'm a videographer from Iceland and I'm based in Dubai, and on YouTube I share all that I learned on my journey to become a videographer. If that's something you're into, then hit that subscribe button. All right, first up, let's define a poor profile picture. Number one, you are too small in the picture. Think about it. Your profile picture is usually going to be in some comment section where it's like tiny, like we can't see any details. Number two, you blend in with the background. Number three, the background is too busy. Number four, a profile picture without a person in it. Who are you? Number five, and this is the worst, a profile picture with more than one person in it. Why do people do this? Why is this even a thing? Like when I text this person, I don't even know who I'm talking to. I mean, I guess it could be beneficial if your goal is to confuse somebody who's trying to hook up with you, thinking you're the hot one. Let's get one thing very straight. Your profile picture is a representation of you online. This is you, people wanting to reach out to you. They see the profile picture and judge you based on it. How often have you seen YouTube comments where like the argument just devolves into like, you have a Naruto profile picture, anything you say must be stupid. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love anime, but if you have an anime profile picture, you're kind of painting yourself in not the best light. When you're interacting with people online, you're networking and you can unlock massive opportunity. And I can't tell you how many people have changed my life just because we sent DMs. Having a good profile picture is so important. I mean, this video is just basically me telling everybody how much the profile picture is important. All right, let's get back on track. So what makes a good profile picture? Number one, we can see your face clearly. Bonus points if you're smiling. Number two, you stand out from the background. Number three, nothing is going on in the background. The spotlight is on you. Now, you could easily hit these three criteria just by going outside when the sun sets and the most beautiful light is out, and you just ask your buddy to take a profile picture of you with your phone using the portrait mode of your phone. Perfect. And probably you're gonna end up with a great photo, but I know a lot of people want that professional look that looks like a photographer did it for you, where you're like, This is the part of the video where you're thinking, you need a professional camera for that. No. You need professional lights. And I'm gonna tell you my personal preference for how to set up the lights. My personal favorite is when you have a big key light that's 45 degrees from the camera pointing directly at you, and then you have a hair light that is on the opposite side of your key light that creates this outline on your shape. This way, you really stand out from the background. This is, of course, not the only way to light yourself. There are many ways to light yourself. And actually, I found a really nice cheat sheet that I can share with you down in the description. This is nothing that I made myself. It's just a picture I found online. Now let's get into some practical tips of how you can achieve this look. Now, look around your house, try to find a wall that is a single color. Preferably a strong color, or black is great too. If your background is a strong color, it is easy to isolate and change the color. If you're willing to invest a little bit of money into this, you can probably just buy a backdrop like this. I'll drop a link down in the description for whatever I'm using back here. Next, you're gonna need your two lights. Replicating the effect with household lights can be tough, but if you have a desk lamp with a white light like this, that's perfect, because the head of the desk lamp directs the light the way you want it. If the light isn't white like this, don't worry about it. Just go into the hardware store and buy a light bulb that says 5600 Kelvin on it. Then you get that nice white light. If, however, you're willing to invest a little bit, I can recommend a set of lights. I've used this before and I've recommended it in a video before. I'll link it down below. If you want to go even further, let's say you're a videographer and that's why you're into this YouTube channel to begin with, then I review tons of lights on this channel actually, so I can recommend quite a few. For the budget option, we have the WeLight Ninja 300, which is great and small and portable, and that's what I'm using as my key light here. Or you can use the WeLight Ninja 400, which I have right here as my main light, which is probably the most professional light you can get within that price range. With all the products that I recommend, I'll put the link down in the description. And finally, in regards of camera to use, you do not need a professional or actual camera. You can just use your phone in most cases. However, you're gonna get better results with an actual camera with a lens. That's my preference. And the reason I say that is because when you have an interchangeable lens, you can use a 50mm lens, which will give you the most beautiful proportions on your face. Proportions of your face actually has to do with the distance from you and the camera, which I outlined in that video. You know, you're holding your camera so close to your face, you become kind of distorted. That's why the ideal distance is a little further away. Then you're gonna look the best. You can watch that video if you want to get a better idea of what I mean. So ideally you want a camera with a 50mm equivalent or higher even. 85mm is the favorite portrait lens for a lot of people as well. But I know that investing into a camera is a whole other ball game, especially if you're gonna get a good one. So I do just recommend to use your phone. If you want the most flexibility when you're editing your photos, make sure you select RAW file for your profile pictures. That way you get the most quality and you can edit it the most in Photoshop or whatever software you use. And finally, when it comes to editing, it's not a complicated process. Usually it involves lowering the highlights, lowering the whites, raising the shadows, keeping the blacks kind of like down a little bit, making sure your exposure is correct. And most of this you can do with any free app you have on your phone. For actually taking the photo, it's easiest to ask someone else to do it. Otherwise you need a tripod and you need a timer, and then you just need to sort of pose yourself properly and frame yourself properly. It's a whole mess. Get someone to do it for you. Get your mom to do it. Get your dad to do it. Get your brother to do it. Get your dog to do it. That's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful or at least fun and entertaining. And if you did, I challenge you to send it to one of your friends because probably they're gonna enjoy it too. Hit that like button and comment down below because that's how you communicate to the algorithm gods that this is good content. Finally, I wanna ask you to subscribe because that way you really support the channel and I am forever grateful. And I promise to you that I'm gonna keep uploading content that is both funny and relevant to you if you like creating images for online or personal use. Once again, I am John Bear. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.